Okay, so y'all, here we are with video number 2 for the channel. I was supposed to post one about my weekend trip to Charlotte on the week before last, but because I got so choked up in the video, I decided not to post it. I know, right? Wah. But because I have an amazing tribe that likes to hold me accountable as I do them, which I appreciate, here I am posting the video, redoing the video, which I deleted. As I stated on the week before last, it was really hard for me. I don't know what was going on the week before last, but I was so emotional. I was crying every day. I was catching myself from just bawling my eyes out. Sometimes, you know, we just need a good cry. Sometimes we just need that release. For so long, I would hide my emotions, and I would, I guess you could say, not wear a facade, but just not allow myself to just sit in my feelings. Like, I felt bad for crying. I felt bad for wanting to express my emotions because I saw it as complaining. I saw it as weak. Why am I'm crying or feeling this type of way when I did this to myself because of my choices? But I had to learn that crying and expressing myself isn't necessarily complaining. It's me getting my feelings off of my chest. It's a release. Sometimes you just have to sit in your feelings and feel the way that you feel, because if not, that stuff gets bottled up and it gets heavy, real heavy. I had my first child at 18, and then 2 years later I had my son. I was young, I was still a kid, still didn't know who I was in this world, and yet here I was bringing somebody else into this world, and I'm now responsible for them. Being a solo parent is not for the weak. These new kids is something else, and these pandemic babies, we ain't gonna talk about it. But good luck to y'all. But being a solo parent is not easy. You have so many times, so many days when you just want to give up, you just want to throw in the towel, but you can't. Like, I refuse to allow anything that was spoke against me to come to pass. I refuse to allow anything that a naysayer keep me from doing what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. Actually, I use all of that fuel and anger as motivation to get me where I am today. But because I have evolved and I have changed and I'm growing yet every day, and my mindset has shifted so much, I don't even pay that stuff no attention. The things people will say about you behind your back, the things that people, or just the outward appearance or the facade that people pick up from you, because baby, I don't paint no picture of nothing. I'm just very to myself, and I don't express or tell my business to the world. But because people don't actually understand or know me as a person, people have this thing, well, how you do it? Well, how you do, baby? I can't even tell you some days how I did it. Big G, that's it. Big G has had my back from start to finish. That man has walked me through every trial and tribulation, hand and foot. There were times when I felt like he wasn't there, but I know he was. He said, hey, you got through this, you can get through the next one. There were times when I felt alone and I had nowhere to go to, but he was always there, always there. Even when you feel like he's not, he's always there. Always been in my corner since day one. It's hard when you beat yourself up for the things that you wish you could change or you wish weren't the way that they were. You bringing a kid in this world and having to do everything by yourself and adjust to changes in your body, in your life, in your emotions. Having a child is a lot. You're going through a lot, and still having to keep yourself together while making sure they're okay is a lot. It is life-changing. It is stressful. It is so much emotions as a woman. My women can understand what I'm saying. It's a woman. And people think that not having a support system is probably the worst thing in the world. But baby, not having a support system made me fight even harder. Not saying I didn't have support, but I was alone. I didn't tell people how I felt. I didn't tell people what I was going through. I just sucked it up and kept pushing. You saw a smile on my face. You saw my kids. I mean, they were happy. They were loved. That's all that mattered. They were good. That's all that mattered. How I was, how broken I was, how depressed I was, none of that mattered. And I can actually say I didn't come out of that until 27. When I say 27 was a great year for me, 27 was a life-changing year for me. It was like I pulled the veil off of my face that was there for so long. I noticed the change so much in me and who I was, regardless if anybody else saw it. I know I saw it. I wasn't the same person I had been. Not saying that I wanted to be the same, but I just knew I didn't have it in me to be who I was, who people had known to love and grown to know me who to be. I had lost it. I wasn't her anymore. My mindset was just stuck on surviving, not living, but surviving. I had to live life because now I gotta make sure somebody else, be accountable for somebody else's life. I have to look after not one but two people now. I gotta make sure these two people know how to act once they get out here in the world. I gotta make sure these people know all the things that they need to know to be out here in this world to survive. So yeah, and still, yet no, not knowing who I am as a person, not knowing who I am as a woman. But the week before last, when I say y'all, I cried almost every day. Like, me trying to run after my dreams and my goals, sometimes it makes me feel like, well, dang, will I ever get to where I want to be? Will I ever break those generational curses that you out here trying to break? Because so far, I feel like at times, well, for a long time, I did feel like I failed. The one generational curse I just had to break was not get pregnant. Baby, if that was a curse, baby, I broke it. I broke it a long time ago. That was the curse. Oh, well, I broke it. I only had 2 kids. And that was it. I wasn't having no 6, 4, and 5. And I take care of my kids. I don't have somebody else take care of my kids. I don't just drop my kids off with anybody and not come back. That's it. Like, the moment I knew I had to do what I had to do. I've been taking care of them too for a long time. Solely. I used to get food stamps. I don't get food stamps no more. I don't get child support as quick as it did. Little check came quick as it went. I just thank God I'm not where I was, and I'm in a better place financially, mentally. Just as a whole, emotionally, because now that I've been able to not only but get around people with a like mindset, get around some women who can understand and see that, hey, I'm not alone. There is a tribe out here that you can connect to. There are women out here who have thought these same thoughts or been through the same things you've been through or dealing with the same things you're dealing with. You're not alone. There's people out here. This is normal. This is not just you being selfish or you feeling like this shouldn't be. Because no cap, it comes a point where you're like, well, did I do something wrong? Or was I not enough? Or why did I do this? Put myself in this situation. I had to tell myself time and time again, everything happens for a reason. And if Big G got me this far, he'll take me the rest of the way. Okay? So last week, literally after I cried every day. I was even crying in the car on the way up there to Charlotte, no cap. But the event was so nice, and it was just what I needed. My girl Shawana Speaks, look her up on IG, Instagram, Facebook. Book her for your next speaking event, because the girl is like that. Excuse me. She had an event where, oh y'all, it's 9 o'clock, my body's shutting down, that's what that is. Sorry. But she had an event, and the topic was, what is your comfort cost? Or what is your cost for comfort? And oftentimes we will keep ourselves comfortable and stuck and stagnated because we're so comfortable. We are so comfortable in our mess, in our misery, where we are. We're so comfortable with where we work, or we're so comfortable with the people we're around, that we will sacrifice growth for our comfort. We will sacrifice life-changing things for our comfort because we're too scared, or we don't want to outgrow, or we don't want to lose people and things because we're comfortable. They make us comfortable. And in reality, if you were just to let some of those things go, you can have peace. You could have comfort. It reminded me of that image where that little girl holding that teddy bear, and God is standing in front of her saying, give it to me. And behind his back, he has a bigger bear for her. And because we're holding on to what's so comfortable and what we're so used to and accustomed to, he can't bless us with more, because we're holding on to something we should be letting go of. And for so long, as a young girl, I was just trying to hold on what I thought was making me comfortable, when in reality, it was draining me. It was killing me. It was making me unhappy. So learning how to get out of my emotions and learning to let people go and let situations go, it allowed me to grow, not only as a person, but as a woman. And it allowed God to bless me with so much more. So much more. 27 was a year of transformation. 28 was a year of gratitude. When I tell you, I had to learn to just be grateful. God, I'm so grateful for what I went through. I'm so grateful for what you're taking me through now. God, I'm just so grateful all that you have blessed me with so far, because it could have been worse. It could have been completely different, but I'm grateful. And I'll say 2028, he has blessed me in so many ways and changed my mindset in a matter of a couple of months. And to be around some great people and make some wonderful connections with some people I right here in my area, right next door, who you would never even think to know. But the event was such a success. I'm so proud of her. That was her first speaking event she did, that she held for herself. She had us all wear the color yellow. I posted a short and reel on Instagram about the event. We all had on yellow because yellow represent positivity. It represent good energy, friendship. It was just, everything was just so beautiful. Yellow couldn't have been a more perfect color for that event. It was bright. It was sunny. It brought joy, you know. But y'all, trying to kick my darn phone over. But y'all, those of you who are solo parents out here and who are doing the dang thing, whether you got 2 kids, 4 kids, listen, it's gonna get hard. Keep going. It's gonna get tough. Keep going. You're gonna have hard days. You're gonna have trials. You're gonna have tribulations, but keep going. Okay, you are not alone. Find you some single parents and single dads too. Like, you're a solo parent in any way, shape, or form. Like, find you a tribe you can connect with and you can grow with, who can help you, because it's hard out here. You know, these grandparents have been wanting to keep kids. Even though, like, I don't even ask my grandma to watch my kids, but if you think it's hard to get somebody to watch your 1 child, baby, it's hard to get somebody to watch your 2. And baby, I know if it's hard for somebody to watch my 2. I know it's hard for 3 and 4. I ain't gonna ask. I have kept myself so locked up in the house. My kids, people don't have to ask me to go away because I ain't going. My kids can't come, I ain't going. Straight like that, I ain't going. But I thank God for my tribe tremendously for the people who have and who do help me with my kids. Don't ever think that anything you have done for me or will do for me goes overlooked. Never, absolutely does not. But yeah, y'all. That was a little bit of what my recap was this past week, or the week before last. I also posted my week 3 for my meal preps. Y'all know I'm trying to be consistent. But I'm also excited for this project that I am working on and have been working on for a while now. I keep saying I was gonna do it, have recorded and deleted and stopped and started again, but I don't know, God just said, do what I told you to do. That man said stop playing in his face, so I'm gonna stop playing in his face and do what he told me to do out here. I done put it out there in the world and spoke it out of my mouth. I'm excited for this next project. It's long overdue. I've been saying it, so y'all stay tuned and keep your girl in prayer, because y'all know I pray. Y'all know I don't even play by my big G. Just keep me in prayer. Y'all stay tuning in, keep supporting. Y'all subscribe, like, share, what have you, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace, love, and all that great stuff.